This is Javon Williams, former University of Connecticut cornerback, and you are listening to On the Fin Side.
It ain't the left side or the right side, then it must be the fin side. It ain't the left side.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to On the Fin Side. This is Paul Pickens Jr., and our NFL Draft Prospect interviews keep rolling on today with the fastest man in college football, kick returner and All-American track star and Southeast Sprinter of the Year, Kevin Snead. You can catch all our episodes out on YouTube, Spreaker, iTunes, Stitcher, and more, as well as follow our show on Facebook and Twitter. Kevin, man, huge thanks for joining us today. How's everything going for you out there?
Oh, man, everything's good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Tell us a little bit about your background and where you come from. I know you grew up in Richmond. I know you bounced around through a few colleges and really caught on and excelled when you got to Carson-Newman. So tell us a little bit about you.
I'm from Richmond, Virginia. Out of high school, I had to attend two different junior colleges out in Arizona. After that, man, I had a few offers, and I signed to Eastern Michigan, and, some paperwork confusion. I ended up having 1 year left of eligibility, so I ended up dropping down to the Division II level, where I played at Carson-Newman University for 2 years.
Just a little bit about your track background. I know you hold the records for the 100 and 200 meter at Carson-Newman, as well as numerous other records and accolades in track. What really led you to football as the answer?
Man, I've been playing football since I was 8 years old, man. So football has always been my first love. I actually didn't start running track until 2014, my last year of junior college, and basically everything I've done in track has been meant to lead up to this time in my life. Just praying for the draft and everything else.
You ran a 4.22 at your pro day, which would have tied John Ross for tops at the combine, but you've also been timed at a 10.21, I believe, in the 100-yard.
Yes. I
know that tops the fastest time by about a full tenth of a second. What's that mean to you when you put that number out there on tape?
Man, it was big. I actually really didn't know about it until my coach had contacted and told me, about everything. But it's been big for me. It was a huge momentum lifter for me going into my senior year of football. It was a lot of hype around it, so I just tried to live up to it and just at the same time remain humble about everything that's going on. But it's been a big boost for me. I'm thankful for everything, man.
I know predominantly people are looking at you as a kick returner. I know you're 6'1", 190, but when I watched your game tape, I did see you make a few really nice over-the-shoulder catches. At the next level, are you looking to get involved in the offense? Are you looking to be a kick returner? Are you looking to play some defensive back? What are you really looking for?
Man, throughout my college days, man, it's been a humbling experience. So, I'm an all-around team player. Wherever a team needs me, I don't have a problem with playing, whether it's, strictly special teams, offense or defense. But I still have a lot of work to do on offense as far as my route running. I wasn't really actually do too much at Carson-Newman, being able to run a run first team. I wouldn't mind, playing either or, corner or receiver.
What would you say are some of your biggest strengths, and based on what you just referenced, some of the areas of your game that you really know you need to work on and want to work on?
Well, my strength definitely is my speed. Just off that alone, that gives me a big advantage. I think of myself as a great blocker. I block pretty well, and I definitely need to work on my route running ability, being that I only played receiver for a year, so. It's definitely room for improvement in that area. But, I'm willing to work and learn everything I need to do so that I can be the best that I can be.
What are some goals that you've set for yourself at the next level?
Man, goals, man, I just, first is going in and making a team, and once I get in, and just learning the system, just to be the best player that I can be, set records on kickoff return and, just work my way up to the next thing that they have set out for me.
We're going to tailor this question to the Dolphins. Chris Greer is sitting there on draft day. He's got your name and 3 other names sitting in front of him trying to decide exactly who out there he wants to draft. What would you say to him if you had the opportunity to convince him that you are that guy? You are the guy he wants to go with there.
Man, he's going to get 110% from me every day, at practice, game time, I'm committed, I'm dedicated, I'm a hard worker, I take care of my body, I make sure that I'm in the training room every day, and, speed, they say speed kills, so anything that he asks me to do, I'm willing to do to the best of my ability.
If you were to play for the Dolphins, if you got in at wide receiver, if you got in on the return game, you'd be playing alongside guys like Jarvis Landry, Kenny Stills. What would you look to take away from players like that in terms of honing your craft both in the return game and as a receiver?
Just basically knowledge, man. You know, those guys have had great careers so far, you know, so basically it's just coming in, you know, and learning behind them and just learning and understanding the game more, you know, so just basically just knowledge, you know. I'll be like a sponge, just soaking up everything that I can get from those guys, so, yeah.
We talked a little bit about the fact that you were a dual sport athlete. I know a lot of high school kids look up to the college and pro players. A lot of the younger kids look up to the college and pro players. What advice would you give, not just in terms of being a football player, but in terms of some of the dual sport athletes out there? What advice would you give them if they were looking to take that to the next level?
Man, it just takes a lot of hard work and dedication, you know, and you really have to take care of your body, you know, without getting a break, especially football and track, without getting a break and hopping right into the next sport when one's finished. You know, you just have to stay in the training room, stretch, ice, and, you know, just eat right, you know, but it's definitely possible. You know, I encourage it. You know, I think it's a great thing to do, you know. It keeps you active all year round, but it just takes a lot of hard work and dedication, but it's definitely possible.
I know your agency is big on this. I know the NFL teams out there get bigger and bigger on this. The Dolphins themselves actually host the largest community-based event in the NFL as a single event in the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. What can fans expect to see from you in terms of community involvement at the next level?
I definitely believe in it. Me myself, I'm a big family person. You know, I love to help and give back, you know, so anything that I can do, you know, to help the community, the organization, anything possible that I can do, you know, I'll be there to help and support, you know, to the best of my ability.
Two more questions for you here. First one, I'm going to give you the soapbox here. Anything you want to promote, anybody you want to thank, anything that you've got going on, how fans can follow you out there on social media. Right now, this floor is completely yours. Go ahead and put it out there for us.
Okay. Well, first, I just want to thank God, you know, for allowing me to get to this point in my life, you know. I also want to give you a thanks, you know, for having me on the show. And I want to thank my trainer who's been patient and working with me for the past 4 to 5 years out in Arizona, Preston Hill. I thank my mom and my grandma, you know, for supporting me, you know, over the years. And just back to the Carson-Newman family, I want to thank everyone back there, Coach Snead, Coach Ken Sparks, and, you know, Coach Turner. I just want to thank those guys for, you know, believing in me and giving me an opportunity. And, you know, I don't know exactly where I will land, but, you know, to whoever that gives me a chance, you know, I just want to let them know that they're going to get all of me, you know, every play, you know, every day. It's going to be 100% effort.
I'm going to sneak one other quick question in here for you, actually.
All right.
Who are some of the teams that have expressed interest? I know it's been reported about Mike Tomlin has given you a bit of a workout. Who else out there has looked at you a little bit?
I've talked to the Raiders. I've talked to the Giants. Have kept in contact. The Ravens have showed interest. The Chiefs have showed interest. The 49ers actually called a few days ago. So it's been a list of teams, you know. Like all together, I think I've spoken to around 20 teams, you know. And I'm just truly thankful for everyone that's reached out, you know, and that has showed interest in me.
All right. This last question, it's not football related. Nobody gets away from our show without answering this, just so you know. We've had everyone from Dolphins CEO Tom Garfinkel to Dolphin legends like Sam Madison and John Offerdahl. Everybody ends up having to answer this at some point. Your agent even had to throw an answer out there. Now, you're in your car. You ride up to a red light. You got the windows down. You've got your music player plugged into the stereo playing on shuffle. You're jamming out to one song, and that song ends. What is the one song you've got on your music player or your phone that you pray does not come on next with that stereo blaring for everyone standing around to hear?
Oh, man. Shoot. Man, that's kind of hard for me, man. I listen to all types of music, man. I like everything, but shoot, that's a tough question, man. I wasn't prepared for that one. What would it be? Shoot, man, I'm not sure about that one, man. I'm not sure.
We've had everything from Taylor Swift to Beyonce to and we're talking big linemen.
Definitely Beyonce, man. It'll definitely be Beyonce.
Don't tell me you're jamming out the lemonade on that thing.
Nah, absolutely not. Yeah.
All right, Kevin. Well, hey, big thanks so much for coming on the show today. For our listeners out there, you can catch us out on Spreaker, iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, and more. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter on the Fin Side. On behalf of myself, on behalf of Brian Catanzaro, if it's not on the right side, it is not on the left side, it is on the Fin Side. Solo D, take us home.
It ain't the left side or the right side, then it must be the Fin side. It ain't the left side or the right side, then it must be the Fin side. Listen, Dolphins fans across the land all tuning in to see what Brian Cat and Paul about to do.